So, anyways, Donald Trump Jr. And so, really glad to see unsolicited buyout and stuff, unsolicited and stuff like that. And like, oh, you know what? Since I'll take advantage of this, Donald Trump Jr. here, giving it what it is, advantage of it, such and such. And I'm just thinking of what he called, man, the due processes of what he called, what he's talking about, what the Congress is talking about, and the media is talking about, and versus what he called, versus what when you do one thing and the due process and such and such. And there's a distraction outside again. For some reason, it's just it seems so grandiose. You can hardly deny it. It's just like, you know what I mean? It happens so often it doesn't seem coincidental anymore. You know what I mean? And so it was a haunted mess. And so, you know, and sit up here and still somebody talking about what do you call it, and you never know. I'm just looking outside because, like, you know, the apps, the Apple and stuff like that. And
I literally go through at length the hypocrisy.
I don't know what
the shadow banning from the social justice warriors. And the social media companies that are doing whatever they can to prevent that message from getting out, to stymie the message of success, of victory, of all-time low.
The only reason I say Donald Trump Jr. is like to say is because I'm kind of like I'm in a complex about it. Is because they say the family tree of Donald Trump of course comes from he's kind of comes from money and stuff like that. He says Trump trust funds and stuff like that or whatever, right? And whatever negativity comes around that. But you given that, of course, there's going to be an unbiased position from Donald Trump Jr. And it's talking about like a trigger as his new book. You should focus on that idea.
Corrupt businessman with no business being on any of those boards is off limits. 13-year-old Trump should be off limits.
I mean, it's still partial, and that's fine. You know what I mean? And that's fine. And of course, Fox is getting covered like that. And so, if you want to read the book, then you go ahead and read the book. If you want to get an angle on like such and such, and be like, oh, I'm not John King's promoter or something like that, or such and such, or that. But like, you know what? You're talking about trigger, man. You're so much triggered. I mean, yeah, Shima alone on that is like you trigger an idea, whether in thought or just like off top in a decision, and it's like your first instant, your knee-jerk reaction is to knock on the door and whatever, right? So you gonna make bail? I mean, it's the same people you say. The same people say, "Oh, we don't see any difference in that sense." And say, "Oh no, I'm not making an idea out of it." When you say, "I'm not," the same people say, "Oh, we don't see any grand hoax. We don't see anything that's not coincidental here." I'll say, I'm not saying anything against the United States. I barely trust anybody. All right, and I'm not saying tough talk like I don't trust anybody and all this other stuff. But if you're gonna say, oh, I don't know, well, you're kind of delusional and stuff like that, I'm like, dude, you know what? I mean, if that's the case, man. I mean, if it's not just me, if I see Michael Douglas is the game too much and stuff like that, if that's just too much for me, then I will just let it unfold and I take care of my pets and like do it at a pace where I know I can do it and try not to itch too much. I was telling mildew and stuff, and so you don't see a 13-year-old talking about Hunter Biden should go up against Donald Trump Jr. or stuff like that. You don't see it like that. Like that. And so you just hear, you give a, what do you call it? The idea on what the poster was. I don't know what you call it.
Don Jr.
we'll see you on the road. And as always, thanks for being with us. Congrats on the book.
Yeah.
All right, as we saw tonight, the president continues to pack
I
arenas
acknowledge.
all across
I
the
don't
country.
do that. I don't do that.
Jones, investigative special
I'm gonna pause right now.
2020 on the road.
It's all a joke. They know the fact that these reports coming out. They know all these reports are coming out. It's going to be damning. They're just trying to get ahead of it. It's an absolute joke.
Do you think it will backfire on the Democrats?
Oh, absolutely.
There it is there.
Anybody knows anything about history of the Constitution, they'll know that this is not going to go nowhere. It's just